I want to show you how you can fully market your website using Wix. This is part 2 of a 3-part video series. In part 1, I showed you how you can use the platform Wix to create your very own print-on-demand store and integrate that with Printful. Part 2 is going to be all about marketing that store. We all know that marketing plays a huge part in getting sales online, like even offline. Marketing is without a doubt one of the most important elements, because if you're not marketing, no one is seeing your product, how do you expect to get sales? With Wix, there is a whole bunch of SEO and marketing things that you can do within the platform itself to increase your chances of getting seen and getting more sales. Here is exactly what we are going to be covering in this video. Getting found on Google, creating custom meta tags, SEO patterns, recovering abandoned cart sales, and Wix auto campaigns for Facebook and Instagram. This is a jam-packed video, and it's going to be everything that you need in order to market your website. I just want to say a massive thank you to Wix for sponsoring this 3-part video series. I feel like you're going to really benefit from watching these 3 videos, and hopefully it will really help you increase your chances of getting sales. Now, if you do want to get Wix, the link is down below, but for now, let's just get going with the video. So there's many ways to actually market your website. Number 1, you could do the whole SEO side of things, where you make sure your website is fully optimized for Google's algorithm and search and all that kind of stuff. That's the first way of doing it, and that's typically a free way of doing it, and that is what we're going to be going over in this video. But there are also other elements to actually marketing your website. You could do paid advertising, you could do social media stuff. There is a lot you can actually do to ensure that people come across your website. And in this video, I'm going to be going over the Wix dashboard, and I'm going to be showing you specific things that you could be doing to increase your chance of your website being seen on Google and being seen by more customers. So let's head over to the computer, and here we have our dashboard. Now, I do want to say, from part 1, where we actually created the whole site and designed it, I've actually changed my site quite a bit just to make it fit in with what I'm currently doing, which I'll explain in other videos. But for now, this is the dashboard. Now you can see you've got all of these things down here on the left. What we're going to be focusing on this video is marketing and SEO. So let's click marketing and SEO, and that takes us to a page that looks like this, right? You've got so much stuff. Get found on Google, advertise on Facebook, create an email campaign, share a social post, hire a marketing pro, design your own logo, offer coupons, integrate more tools, right? And then as well as that, you've got all of your schedule. You can create a schedule here of what you're doing. You can track your recent campaigns. This is like the home, the hub of your marketing efforts within Wix. Now, within this page, you've also got here create new, where you can create a new email campaign and everything else really. But what we're going to start with is actually getting found on Google. Now, you can boost your site's SEO with the SEO Whiz. Let me show you how to do this. It's really cool, and basically Wix have this already built-in thing that it just makes the whole thing so unbelievably smooth for you. So once you click that, you go, what's your business site name? Well, for us, it's Lauren and Shimmy. Let's click next. Now, do you have a business location? So I'm going to say no, it's only online. And if you're doing print on demand, chances are it's only online. And then click next. And then how would you describe your business? Add up to 3 keyword phrases that clearly describe your business or the services you offer. These keyword phrases are incredibly important because you have to bear in mind what it is your website is offering. Who do you want to actually stumble across your website? You need to make sure that these keywords are relevant to the product that you are selling. So for example, this website for us is going to be a print on demand, but also our traveling and all of that kind of stuff. So I want to go with keywords that are like, travel, videography, and photography, right? Something like that. Now, click enter, and that's the first one. Now, there's a few things to note with this. 1, you could go with a really small and popular keyword. Like let's say your print on demand site is all about dog t-shirts. You could go with the keyword dogs. Now that is going to be an incredibly popular keyword, but also really hard for you to rank for. Now on the flip side, you can also go for a really long tail keyword, like the best dog t-shirts that you will find, blah, 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 right? Something really long. Now that really long keyword is going to get a lot less searches, but also have a lot less competition. So what you want to do is find something in the middle, a healthy mix of the two. You want something that's going to get a lot of searches or, enough searches, but you also want something that isn't going to have too much competition. And once you find that healthy mix, you can use the Google Keyword Planner tool in order to find that healthy mix. But once you find that mix, you want to put those 3 keywords in this section. And then we can click Create SEO Plan. And here it's starting to create our SEO plan based on these 3 keywords. So it's going to know how to integrate these keywords into our whole website and know where to add them. And basically this is what you've got here. You've got get your homepage ready for Google search. So at the moment, we aren't ready. We've got to set the homepage title for search results, add a homepage description for search results, update the text on our homepage. This one is make your homepage visible in the search results, optimize your site for mobile devices. Tick, we did that. And connect your site to a custom domain. We did that as well in the previous video. And then eventually we can get to connect your site to Google Search Console. So let's start with setting the homepage title for search results. You just have to click go for it. And then you've got this. So what it's doing here, and this is where it's really, really smart. You can see how to do it. Choose a title and click copy. So I've got all of these different titles: travel videography and photography, Lauren and Shimmy; travel YouTubers, Lauren and Shimmy; print on demand travel, Lauren and Shimmy. So what it's done is it's taken the keywords I've put in and it's auto generated a title that we can then put on our website. Now, so we're going to go with travel YouTubers, click copy. Now we have to just paste our title in the title tag. So what we can do is go to the editor, and this is what will happen. It should automatically pop up for us so that we can actually just input that title, paste that title in, and you'll see what it will look like. So as you can see, it automatically pops up. So you've got, it goes over here, it goes to site menu, home, and then it automatically pops up. And we've got a few things to edit here. So it's got home, Lauren and Shimmy. We want to change that, right? So we want to change that. Let's paste that to travel YouTubers, Lauren and Shimmy. The next thing we want to do is change the slug. So this is just what our website will be. So our website is currently laurenandshimmy.co.uk. So it will be /, let's put in travel YouTubers. That is not how you spell YouTubers. Travel YouTubers, perfect, right? That is amazing. Once we've done this, we now have to click save up here, and this will implement it, okay? So click done, and then head back over to your dashboard and click refresh. Now, once you click refresh, it will actually, tick that. Now we can go to the next one. Now the next one is add the homepage description for search results. So describe what your site has to offer and click copy. At least 1 keyword, your business and site name, and the text length between 50 and 300 characters. So what you want to put in here is, again, the keywords that you use, but in more of a descriptive form, and that way we can copy that and put that on the website as well. So I'm going to type something out here. So I've gone with travel YouTubers, Lauren and Shimmy, share their journey exploring various countries and documenting the whole process through photos, videos, podcasts, and blogs. Now, bear in mind, this whole concept, this whole idea of our traveling, I'm going to explain that in future videos. I'm not going to get into detail with that now, but once we've done that, we can click copy. Again, we can go to the editor and it will tell us where to put it. So what's the page's meta description? Once we've done that, we can click done, go back to the dashboard, click refresh, and we should get a nice fat tick. Right, the next is update the text on your homepage. So at the moment, our homepage probably doesn't have very much text in terms of the right keywords and all of that kind of stuff. So open your homepage in the editor and click on the text you want to edit and include at least 1 keyword and your business or site name. After saving your changes in the editor, come back and refresh the task. So let's go to editor. Okay, so I've put the text. We've always wanted to become travel YouTubers, and now that our work allows us to be anywhere, it's finally time to do it. I've saved this. Let's go over to the dashboard and let's refresh. And this should give us a nice green tick. Boom, we've got our tick. Now we just have to connect our site to the Google Search Console. So let's click go for it, connect now. And this will open up here where this is just all my email addresses. We have to log in and connect it. Now don't worry, if you don't want to do this, you don't have to, but I highly recommend doing this. So let's click the right email address. SEO Wiz wants to access your Google account. This is absolutely fine. Click allow. And now Wix is connecting your site to Google and you will be listed in Google search results. This is really, really cool. The fact that they're able to do this is brilliant. And I really like it. I really, really think it's great. Once that's done, it will say your site will be indexed soon. Got it. all ticked as well. Now you've also got optimize your site pages for search engine. So add contact details to your homepage, connect social networks to your homepage, add links to your homepage, set the about page title, add the about page meta description, add alt text to all images on your about page, and add links. So again, this is just a cool step-by-step on how you can fully optimize your site on the Google platform. You just have to follow the steps and you'll be good to go. And then once you've done that, you've got keep building your SEO progress, and you've got keep going with SEO guide or hire a Wix SEO partner. That sounds cool. Right, so I'm gonna complete all of this and then we're gonna get on to the next step.
2 seconds later.
Okay, I have now done all of these except for this one, which is adding text to the images, and that's because I haven't actually uploaded any images to the site yet, but I wanna just quickly show you. So when you are adding metadata to specific pages, for example, add the about page's meta description for search results. Now you could click this and it will take you to the right place, or when you're in the Wix editor, you can click over here, menus and pages. You can click on a specific page. So let's say the contact page, click the three dots and go to SEO Basics. And here in SEO Basics, you'll have what's the page's meta description in search results. And that's where you can put that specific metadata in. Right, that was getting found on Google. The next we want to go to is SEO tools. Now within SEO tools, we'll see, again, get found Google, but we've done this. SEO patterns, site verification, URL redirect manager, sitemaps, and robot.txt editor. Now we're going to go with SEO patterns, and this is where you can edit your site default SEO settings to automatically update across your entire site. Again, it's just a very quick way of doing this. So for example, site pages, set a pattern for the main pages of your site. So I'll show you what this means. If we click edit pattern, we've got SEO basics and social share. So if we do this, we can see the title tag will always have the page name followed by the site name. The meta description, we can use a specific variable here. So again, the page name, the page URL, the site name, a general social image, business name, and we can put all these things in. So we can put the country in the meta description, the page name, and the page URL. And that's what it will show like. The preview is here on Google. And then you've got the page URL. Again, with social sharing, when someone actually shares your page on a social platform, you can have all of these things automatically done for you. Now, I would recommend going through all of these SEO patterns. I'm going to discard the changes for now because I actually want to think about it. But I would recommend going through all of these SEO patterns and fully doing it, and that way your site will be ready across the board. Now, a really cool stat is Wix sites that complete SEO setup receive 2 times more visitors and 1.3 times higher turnover, which is really, really cool. But now I want to show you something else. We're going to go here into CRM tools and go into automations. So within automations, what we're going to do is we are going to create an automation. Now this sounds all really fancy, and it is a bit fancy, but basically what we're going to do is we're going to increase our sales by recovering abandoned cart. And I did this when I had my Shopify store a while ago, and it drastically made a difference because you would have so many people going to checkout and leaving their cart. But this way, we can create an automation, and let me show you. Click create automation, and it will basically do the whole thing for you. Trigger. When a customer abandons a cart. Now you can do a whole bunch of different things, but the trigger is going to be when, a customer abandons a cart. This is the action. Send email to contact. Timing, schedule 2 hours after the trigger, and click activate. Once you've done that, your activation will be live, and basically it's never been triggered because no one's been to the cart. But basically what this means is now when someone goes to my cart and abandons the cart and doesn't actually check out, they will get an email after 2 hours. That is pretty cool. Another really cool stat is Wix sites with automation, like abandoned cart emails, actually get 2.7 times more visitors and a 3.3 times higher turnover. That's pretty cool. Now let's head back over to marketing and SEO, and you can see there are still so many more things. So we're going to go over to Facebook and Instagram ads. That's the next part I want to cover in this video. This is where you can pretty much create an ad and let Wix handle nearly everything. It's really cool. So let's click let's start. Here you can decide what your goal is. So then what you need to do is connect to Facebook. Now this will open up a thing where I can connect to Facebook. Let's log in. Next, what you want to do is you want to select the actual page. So I've got so many pages. Let's just, say it's this one. It's not this one. I'm going to update this information after the video. I haven't actually made the Facebook page for this website yet, but what you want to do is definitely go ahead and make your Facebook page for your website, and that way you can connect it all up. Then it takes you to this, right? Let's set up your ad. So ad format, dynamic or classic, and you can fill out all the information. I'm not going to go through all of these steps, mainly because Facebook ads in of itself is a much more complicated topic, and I definitely want to make more videos on it. But it's really cool to see that within Wix, you can create your whole Facebook campaign, and it's definitely a better way of doing it rather than doing it through Facebook, because Facebook is highly complicated. In fact, Facebook needs its own series of videos to explain Facebook ads, but this is just one way that you can do it all through Wix. And another really cool stat is 40% of Wix stores got 2 times more sales with Facebook ads by Wix. So I think that is very cool. Now, there are obviously other things here. So we have social posts. Here you can create your first social media post. This is just really cool to be able to do all of this within one platform. I mean, look at this. You can go and just create your entire social post here. You've got everything you could possibly need. It doesn't need to be like crazy complicated. It's all here for you. Right, now within social posts, you've got today's picks, you've got explore all the templates, you've also got video maker, coupons, marketing integrations, logo maker, and business cards, and more. You have so many different things at your fingertips. But what I would recommend doing for your website in particular is doing the getting found on Google. So following those steps, making sure you complete all the SEO steps, so the metadata and all of those kind of things. Then what I recommend doing is actually setting up that abandonment cart, which you can do in automation. And finally, if you want to set up Facebook ads, which you don't have to, but if you want to, I'd recommend doing it through Wix. And that is it for this video. That is how you would market your Wix site using Wix's own dashboard, where they have literally everything you could possibly need. So if you do want to create your very own store with Wix, I highly recommend clicking that link in the description. It will take you to Wix, where you can actually sign up for one of the platforms. It's a really good platform where you could follow along and do all of this SEO and marketing stuff. Highly recommend it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in part 3 of the series.